Welcome back for another deep dive. Today, we're looking at something really quite evocative. It's from excerpts from the Kalani River expedition. And it's not just about, the thrill of whitewater rafting. We're going to explore how these moments, these shared challenges, they really forge deeper connections. How does a fun trip become, well, something more profound? So let's set the scene. Picture this. Blazing sun, this incredible emerald valley all around, and the Kalani River itself sparkling, maybe a bit wild looking. And right there on this kind of rickety wooden dock, you've got five friends: Maya, Leo, Zara, Arjun, and Priya. They've planned this rafting trip for weeks, and the excitement is just, well, it's palpable. You can almost hear Leo joking, last chance to back out, and Zara firing right back, I'm here to conquer this river, that kind of energy.
Yeah, that opening and really does pull you right in, doesn't it? And it's more than just setting the scene, I think. It's carefully setting up expectations. You've got Maya, sort of the practical one, checking the map, giving a little wink maybe. Then Priya, her nervous giggles, but Arjun's there, that quiet, reassuring presence next to her. The source text really emphasizes this mix, this blend of excitement and maybe a little bit of apprehension.
Yeah.
And then that big cheer as they finally push off. It makes the start feel really significant, giving weight to everything that comes after. You feel like you're right there.
Absolutely. And the first part of the trip, it sounds like pure bliss. The text describes, calm waters, blue skies, these huge trees lining the banks, cool spray, just lovely. And they're singing pop songs, completely off key apparently, splashing each other, laughing. The text actually says their laughter was louder than the river's hum. It paints this really serene picture, doesn't it? Almost idyllic before the real action starts.
Yeah.
It really does. And that calm period, it's not just description, is it? It serves a real purpose. It builds that baseline of like comfort and togetherness. You connect with them as a group first, which makes the shift so much more impactful when bam, that first rapid hits. And notice the language change. Suddenly it's not a gentle hum. The water roared. It was frothing white, jagged rocks. It's a total sensory shift. It's clever writing, really. It amps up the feeling that they need to work together right now. Maya shouting, paddle, paddle, isn't just telling them what to do, it's a rallying cry. And you get Leo whooping, Priya's fear turning into excitement, Arjun and Zara paddling in perfect sync to dodge a huge rock. It feels like a genuine earned moment of triumph. And Zara shouting, we're unstoppable. It seals that feeling of collective power.
Yeah, that sensory shift point is spot on. You really feel the jolt. Okay, so after that adrenaline rush, things calm down again for a bit. The text mentions them pulling out snacks, sandwiches, mangoes, Priya's homemade cookies, nice touch. And they're sharing stories, teasing Leo about his terrible aim with something, maybe splashing, and then just watching a rainbow in the mist. The source actually says, for a moment, time stopped. That feels like a really deliberate pause in the narrative.
Oh, absolutely deliberate. It's not just a breather, is it? It's where the story deepens their connection. After the high-energy rapid, the simple act of sharing food, sharing laughter in the quiet. It lets their personalities shine. There's no pressure, just them being themselves together. And that phrase, time stopped, it suggests these simple shared moments are just as crucial to the whole epic adventure idea as the dramatic bits. It sort of solidifies their bond before the next surprise.
And the next surprise is definitely unexpected. They hit a hidden eddy. The raft just starts spinning like crazy, apparently. And poor Leo, he tumbles right into the water with what the text calls a hilarious yelp.
But the reaction isn't panic, it's laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, the group bursts out laughing, and Leo surfaces, sputtering but grinning, and shouts, okay, that was awesome.
Right.
What does that tell us about them?
I think that moment is fantastic. It really shows the strength in like embracing things going wrong,
Yeah.
within the group. It wasn't part of the plan, obviously. It's chaotic. But their first instinct is shared laughter, not blame or worry. Leo's hilarious yelp, and then immediately calling it awesome, it flips a mishap into a highlight, into a story they'll tell later. It suggests that real connection, it isn't just about perfect teamwork or big victories. It's also forged in those moments of shared silliness, finding the fun when things go a bit sideways. That ability to laugh together, especially at a small fumble like that, it deepens their bond more than just success could, perhaps. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so as we're sort of nearing the end of this deep dive into their journey, the sun starts to set. You get these incredible orange and pink colors in the sky described. And then in the final stretch, just a gentle glide towards the takeout point. The source describes them as exhausted but buzzing with joy. That's a great phrase. And they're paddling in sync again, voices blending in this spontaneous "we did it" chant. It feels like a real culmination.
It's really compelling, isn't it, how the narrative brings them back to calm, like the beginning, but everything feels different now. The exhaustion is there, sure, but it's overshadowed by this emotional resonance, paddling in sync, chanting, "We did it." It's not just we finished the ride. It signals they've become something more than just friends who went rafting. They're a unit. They get to shore soaking wet, a little bruised, but overflowing with memories. And then that scene later around the campfire, roasting marshmallows, reliving it all, every heart-pounding moment. That's where the meaning really lands for them and I think for us reading it.
And Maya sums it up so perfectly, doesn't she? Just raising the marshmallow on a stick and saying, this is what life's about.
Okay.
Simple, but profound. And then Arjun's toast to epic adventures.
Exactly. That ending isn't just wrapping things up, it crystallizes the themes. This whole Kalani River expedition excerpt, it shows that epic adventures, maybe they aren't just about how big the challenge is. It's about the whole range of feelings you go through together and share and accept. It's the anticipation, the thrill, the quiet moments, the funny mishaps. All of it woven together creates those lasting memories. The text suggests that real joy, what Maya calls what life's about, it comes out when you can be vulnerable together, embrace the messy bits, and it turns a simple trip into something, well, something that shapes you as a group. It's about finding the extraordinary in, the full spectrum of just being human together.
That's beautifully put. So for you listening, maybe something to mull over. What shared experiences in your own life felt truly epic? Not necessarily climbing Mount Everest, but maybe moments that felt deeply meaningful because of that full range of emotions you shared with others. And how can we maybe seek out or even just notice and appreciate more of those kinds of ventures in our daily lives, by embracing the unexpected, the slightly imperfect moments that really forge those connections? We're thinking